Hello everybody, my name is KingStix. We have a brand new champion roadmap that came out just a day or two ago from Riot Games, the developer team, and it's basically going over what champions they plan on reworking and which champions they plan on releasing brand new. The first champion that they talk about releasing is a flower mage. They don't really get into it, they just say that it's essentially going to be a flower mage. It's going to be the general theme, so we don't really know too much about that. The next thing is NUNU is going to be getting a rework. And the main thing is they said they want to keep his Q, his consume, and his ultimate absolute zero intact. They don't really want to change that. And they really want to change his blood boil and his snowball to help him actually land his ultimate. Since his ultimate is so iconic, it seems kind of unsatisfying that he doesn't have a very good way to actually use his ultimate. Not only that, but they also want to change him to be more whimsical by making the Yeti rider a little bit more adorable or less threatening looking, and I assume by making the Yeti a little bit more submissive and less aggressive. So just the combo in general will be not quite as awkward. The current combo is just a little weird. We don't really understand the dynamic between the Yeti and the rider without having to look into the lore. Next off, we have Ezreal. They don't want to change too much of Ezreal's mechanics. All they really want to do is change his W, because his essence flux isn't very satisfying to use since it doesn't damage minions or monsters. You can only use it on enemy champions, and it's only that good on AP Ezreal for the most part. Other than that, it doesn't have that many use cases. So they plan on changing his W, plus they want to change his voice lines and his visuals from the ground up to really deliver that fantasy, because Ezreal is supposed to be a badass explorer and they didn't quite deliver on that with this current mediocre look and feel. Next up, we have Kayle and Morgana. They feel like Kayle and Morgana are just a little bit outdated, especially Kayle, since she's just so weak. They want to give her pretty much a full kit overhaul while holding on to her supporty defensive style. So I assume they're going to keep a heal and her defensive ultimate in her kit. And they said they also want to find a way to keep her melee, but also give her a ranged auto attack ability. So I'm curious on how they're going to change Kayle into making her more dynamic and playable. With Morgana, all they said they want to do in terms of mechanics is change her black soil, change her W, since it doesn't really work with her kit that well. I mean, it does as just a plain damage source, but in terms of her abilities is just kind of awkward, or at least that's what they seem to believe. Not only that, but they want to change the theme a little bit and their voice lines and art as well. So definitely interested to see how that turns out. I'm a little bit torn about it because I feel like champions like Fiddlesticks need a rework pretty gosh darn bad. Meanwhile, they think Morgana needs one. A little bit weird in my opinion. The last thing that we have is another new champion. According to the Riot development team, it's locked away with no release date in sight. I don't know if they mean that literally, or if that's pointing to something, maybe a date or a holiday that's a day of mystery or something like that. I'm not really sure what they mean by this, but they're definitely going to release it after the flower mage at some point, I believe. And just from looking at the picture, if we look really close as I lean in here, it looks like a female because of the way the pants cut off here. And it also looks like high heels because it looks like a shoe and it comes up and then there's a heel right here. So I do think it is a female. It looks like some sort of chain, maybe a golden chain ability or some sort of weight. I'm not sure, but that's my best guess. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think Kayle and Morgana really need a rework? I think Kayle does. I don't really think Morgana does at all. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.